What's up, Helix users? We are back with another 3.0 update video. Before we even get started here, let me know what your favorite part of the 3.0 update is in the comments below. All right, on with the video. This one is the controversial topic of preset spillover. So what is true preset spillover? Basically what this is, your presets will have zero gap when you switch from preset to preset. I've seen this asked, it's been asked on my channel, I've seen it in the groups a million times. People asking if there's a way to get zero gap when you switch from preset to preset. So the whole reason that this is possible, and this is also the downside of it, is that it takes up an entire DSP, which is basically your signal chain. So you have your first path on the top, and then you have your second path on the bottom. Those are separate DSPs, and they are basically how much your Helix can handle. And doing the true preset spillover means you have to sacrifice that second one. And before you turn this off and run away hiding and screaming because you can't sacrifice your precious second DSP, stick around until the end because you might be surprised with a little shortcut that you could do and actually make this a little bit more usable. So while the one DSP that's your signal chain is there loaded and you're already playing it, by the time you switch your preset in the blink of an eye, however long that takes, the next preset is being loaded up while the last preset is still there as well, and then obviously has to switch. That's what makes the true spillover possible, is having that second DSP loading up the next preset, getting it ready so that the transition is smooth. Now they'll also run at the same time for a little bit too. So if you have a delay or something like, you can't do the looper, I'll say that up front, you cannot do the looper. The looper will not carry over to the next preset, but you can do your delays or your trails, your reverb sounds, whatever it is. So I'm gonna show you that later. So let's just get right into it. Let's look at the Helix and let's do this. So here you have my preset that is going to be on the marketplace using the new Princeton model. So let's say I'm on this preset here. And I want to switch presets. So let's hear what this sounds like without it. So I just hit my bank switch so that I can get to my preset select. You see those blinking? So you hear that tiny gap. That's what the people complain about. They don't like that tiny, tiny little gap there. And for some people, that's like a really big deal. So for those people, we're going to fix that. So what you got to do, you got to hit your 3 menu up here, and you're going to go into your global settings. You're going to head over to your preferences, and you see here you have preset spillover right here. When you go to turn this, it says remove path 2 to enable the preset spillover. We're going to say okay. So now it gives you this menu. The preset must be reloaded. Everything that you did is not going to be saved, and now you are going to have no path number 2. All right, so let's hear some seamless switching here. So as you can see, there is absolutely no gap anymore when we are switching presets. If you have simple presets like this is not a bad idea to have. If this is something that you're never ever going to use, then skip it. So now what happens if you have a preset with more than one signal path or one DSP being used? So let's go to my Placator Power preset. And I'm going to go back to regular view. So this is the regular view again. And to go backwards, obviously you just saw me do that there. So this is what happens. I'm going to go to my global settings. I'm going to turn preset spillover on. Hit home. And now you see my reverb and delay are gone. And those are what were on the second path it might play cater power. But now basically what I would do here is I would just go pull up a delay, pull up a reverb. And I would just add something into the signal chain there. You still have plenty of DSP in this. If you're not using the poly effects, you can go a pretty long way with this. So let's show you what this sounds like. I'm going to turn the feedback of the delay all the way up so you could see it cross over. So now that will, if you put infinite repeats on, I just did like a long repeat thing for the example, but when you go to a next preset, it'll cut that off, or until the delay runs out, it'll turn it off then. Okay, so now that we have been through how to do this, I'm gonna show you this little shortcut. So this is where this would make sense, in my opinion. I can't imagine there's more than one time per show that you're gonna be using this preset spillover, where you need a 0 gap in your change. The only time you might have a slight hiccup is a guitar that has a different impedance, I'm doing it again, impedance, a different guitar impedance at the input is the only time you might get a slight hiccup. So most of the time you should be fine. For maybe the one time per gig that this actually would be something you need, if you absolutely need this, but you're gigging and you don't want to give up your DSP, but there's one specific point in the show that you really need this. You can sacrifice a preset for, say, a song or two, right? Say when I need this, I need no gap within these presets. I need 0 gap between these two presets. There's a shortcut here that you could just put this on and then turn it off. So when you need it, it's there. When you don't need it, it's not there. And to do this, you just hit Action, Home. And it'll tell you the preset must be reloaded. Okay. And it turns it on and off. So again, that's Action and then Home. Real easy. Hit the Action button, hit the Home button, and it'll switch you back and forth between preset spillover mode so that for that song or for that particular part of your set, you have your chance to do this. So you can tailor a couple of presets to suit this part of the show where you need no gap and use it that way. Let me know what you think of that. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you got anything out of this, let me know in the comments and let me know what you're thinking of the 3.0 update. I'm really excited about this and really been talking a lot about it. So let me know what you think. And of course, as always, I will see you in the next video.